You are Locked On Texas Tech, your daily podcast on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
That maybe affects you the most in so many ways is that Arizona State TCU game Friday night. I mean, TCU largely dominated this game and led for much of it, but then in the fourth quarter, basically Arizona State's defense just locked down TCU, and then their offense kind of got going. And they've got, again, nothing I saw changed my mind in that's going to be the one. That's going to be the toughest game left on your regular season schedule by far, because they have legit – you can beat them, there's no doubt about that, but they have a legit big-time quarterback. They have a legit wide receiver one. They have a really good tight end. They've got guys up front, and you're going to be on the road. So – I don't think they played their best against TCU, but they figured out a way to win the game. And I think that was because I thought there was multiple times that night as I'm going through it, I'm like, TCU's going to win this thing, or they're going to figure out a way to win it. And then they're going to be the team that everybody's talking about and whatnot. But no, it was Arizona State that survived. And keep in mind, Arizona State's only loss, because they're now 2-0 in the league. So they're ahead of you right now because they've got their second league win. But their only loss was at Mississippi State. I mean, Tennessee, who's ranked in the top 15, they went in and barely snuck out of Starkville and had to beat Mississippi State in overtime. So that loss isn't just so bad. And then the other one was I think you and I talked about these guys back in the late days of August, or even recently as 2 or 3 weeks ago. Who has a chance to be like Arizona State this year? And I don't think I went this far with it, but I think my opinion was Cincinnati, that they were like sneaking around the chicken coop type good, and Houston. And Cincinnati, Brendan Sorsby, man, that was really he played lights out, man. That was very impressive. And Cincinnati, that's not an easy place to go win now and all that. So that was really the two results that stuck out the most. Everything else was as expected. The awkwardness of the Baylor and Oklahoma State game because of the Gundy scenario. Oklahoma State fought for a little bit and then couldn't sustain it. West Virginia is not great. They're just not, but Utah did what they were supposed to go do, and they did lose a few guys in that game, so you have to keep an eye on their injuries, things like that. But they just mauled West Virginia, and that's what everybody kind of thought they would do to you, but not so fast.
I certainly am curious to see what Utah's got in the next couple of weeks, but that's what I wanted to see out of them, honestly.
Sure.
The week following their day.
I tell you, and here's an interesting thing to follow.
First, today's episode brought to you by Square. Your favorite neighborhood spots run on Square. There are certain businesses that truly make the neighborhood feel like home, whether it's the local sports bar, the coffee shop, or the corner store that's been serving your neighborhood for decades. These are the kind of places that bring people together. And when neighborhood businesses thrive, the whole neighborhood thrives. Square is a proud partner of more than 4 million neighborhood businesses around the world, including some local favorites in the 806 like Shadow Hills Golf Course, The Outdoor Chef, Quarter 4, Lubbock Welding Supply, Sugar Bakers, and a whole lot more. You can go to square.com/go/lockedoncollege to learn more today. But before you do, go support your favorite local spot. Powered by Square. See you in the neighborhood.
I think you catch a bit of a break in this sense. You're going to play at Houston this weekend, but then you come home and you play Kansas for your next home game, and then the Arizona State game is the week after that one, October the 18th. Well, the day you're in Lubbock playing Kansas, guess where Arizona State is? They're up in Salt Lake City playing that very physical Utah team. That's Utah's next home game. So I do think that. Remember, Joey talked about. Wow, we could use this week off. We're kind of football beat up. We just played a very physical game out here against Utah. Well, Arizona State's not going to get that benefit. They're going to have to go into Salt Lake City and play those big guys and just get run at for a period of time and on a Saturday afternoon, and then they're going to have to go home and play you. So I don't know. That's a bit of an interesting advantage, I think, that I do think is what's that worth? I don't know, but I certainly think that is a plus for Texas Tech.
No doubt. Looking ahead to this week and looking forward to being back on the road with some sense of confidence that, has been kind of few and far between away from your home stadium. But we talked about it going to Salt Lake, that last year you took a step forward as far as success away from home. And seems like you're going to continue that trend, at least so far, in your first opportunity. We'll see if you're able to continue that, obviously, in Houston on Saturday night. We'll continue looking ahead to that matchup, and we'll have some thoughts from Red Raider head coach Joey McGuire and some others to process next time around with you. So looking forward to that one. Chris, appreciate your time as always, man. Enjoyed it, and we'll see you for the next one.
I hope everybody enjoyed the bye week and some downtime, because now you have a bit of a 7-week stretch here. And heck, at the end of this 7-week stretch, basketball season will have started. But your fate or your outlook or the outcome of where it could likely be decided the next time you have a bye week on a trip to Arlington or not. Yep. That's what we're about to enter into this the sandwich meat of our lovely season here, and giddy up, man, because it's all about to start coming fast and furious, and you're in it now. There's no more downtime. So we will be with you every step of the way. Can't wait to get to Houston, but we've got a lot to talk about between now and then, and we'll hear from Coach McGuire and the different coordinators, and let's just hope that that you won the old bye week. We'll find out soon enough.
Yes, sir. All right. Appreciate you, Chris, and appreciate everybody for being out there. Get subscribed on YouTube, of course, or anywhere you get podcasts so you never miss a thing. And thank you so much to the everydayers, including the one I met out on the LBK streets Saturday night, labeled himself an everydayer, loud and
let's
proud.
Go.
Thank you for letting me know. To my guy, Brandon, I ran into down in the depot. I appreciate those everydayers for always riding along. And of course, the Matador Mob as well. Hit the show notes and find a link to a free 14-day trial. If you're interested in joining that crew, that's your direct line to Chris and myself with one-on-one text sent straight to your phone. For Chris, I'm Casey. Thanks as always for the time. And we hope to see you back for the next round on Locked On Texas Tech.